to Honorable Sangoni about the 48-hour notice. If I heard you correctly, you are saying the reason why you must be given a 48-hour notice before you are arrested is because they want to afford you an opportunity to do bail application. Is that what you have said?
Yeah, that's what I said, but it's not just that. It's also to have lawyers on standby, because what the police were doing on a regular basis were attempting to arrest me. They threatened to, while I'm in court, I brought an application, for example, Chairman, to get my passports handed back to me because they refused to give me my passports. They didn't want me to travel overseas. So I had to bring an application in court to get my passports back. And when they handed my passports back, they first of all tried not to hand me my passports back.
Yeah,
They,
no,
they
think
said, no,
I
but
think
this is very important
no, no,
because
no, no,
it's
no.
very important you
But
understand
you
the
have
reason
responded
why.
to what I was asking.
Sorry?
So I'm saying you've responded to what I was asking,
Okay.
and I think that is enough. So that to me means there are laws for Mr. Paul O'Sullivan and laws for other citizens in this country, because in terms of the process, when a suspect is arrested, he must appear in court within 48 hours to be charged formally, and thereafter is given 7 days while in custody to make bail application. So that means there are different rules or there are different laws for Mr. Paul O'Sullivan in South Africa.
Well, I think the laws are the same for everybody in the country.
No, but there is no.
Sorry, am I allowed to answer the
Yeah,
question,
but if you
Chairman, or
can
am I going
quote,
to be
if you
interrupted while
can quote
answering the
the law
question?
that says before you are arrested, you must be given a 48-hour notice.
Chairman, there was a High Court application brought in September 2016 as a result of multiple abuses of my constitutional rights. That High Court application was initially opposed by the state, and in November 2016, the state agreed to the order and the High Court order was made. And if they hadn't have breached my constitutional rights, I wouldn't have had the need to bring the High Court application in the first place.
Yeah, that is why I'm saying, because you can't even quote a section. You can't say this judgment was relying on this section, because there is no such. There is no law in South Africa that says before a suspect is arrested, he must be given a 48-hour notice.
The,
So that is
if the
why
High
I'm
Court
saying
makes an order, the High Court makes an
that
order.
is why I'm saying it means there are laws for Mr. Paul O'Sullivan and laws for the entire citizens of South Africa.
Chairman, that's a statement from the member, but the reality of the situation is the High Court made that order and the state consented to that order. A year later, the police tried to have that order overturned and they failed.
When you were here, we played a video of your interview in which you made certain remarks about members of parliament. And you made an undertaking that you will go to a media to retract those remarks. And you were given a platform in the media to explain what you did here on your previous appearance. Why did you not use that platform to retract what you said about members of parliament?
Chairman, on the way out, the media asked me, and I confirmed it to them then.
What did you confirm to them?
The apology and the retraction. And I don't go on social media and I don't watch TV, so I don't know whether or not they did it. But it was an ENCA reporter put the mic to me. I confirmed the retraction and I confirmed the apology. I complied with the undertaking I gave, Chairman.
You know, Mr. Paul O'Sullivan, I know the chair said he will give us another platform so I'm not going to go into the merits of what transpired at this stage. But I'm very worried about your character. You threaten people with ease. And I get worried when a white person threatens people, black people like this, because you are putting an emphasis to a narrative that there is an apartheid residue in this country. And you are a manifestation of that residue. And as members of parliament, some of us feel badly that this residue even finds expression in a democratic institution such as parliament. We are representatives of the people here. So if we can't protect ourselves against white arrogance, it means our people on the ground are vulnerable. And it means they express the worst, because if it reaches here in parliament, it means what is happening on the ground is worse. When Advocate Mashuka was here yesterday, he read an email that you sent to General Patlane. I'm going to read this email. This email was sent on the 26th of November 2016. And the author of the email is Mr. Paul O'Sullivan. This is how it reads. This one is just between me, you, and Mr. Patlane. You know you are a corrupt cop. I know you are a corrupt cop. Figi knows, your wife knows, Yola knows, Henry knows, and soon the whole world will know. When I send you to prison, and you know I will, you should not blame me. Blame yourself for being a dishonest piece of rubbish. I'm going to enjoy putting you away, and when I'm done with you, I'm going after your wife. Then I'm going after Ntlemeza, and then Mokaketi. When I'm going after Ntlego, or then I'm going after Ntlego, then I'm going after the boyfriend of the Ling Ling twins. And whilst I'm going after all of you, I'm going to send Moon to prison. Then your house and assets will go under the hammer whilst you and your wife are in prison. I will do what I did to Krishi. I will buy it on auction and sell at a profit. Stop me if you can, you low down piece of rubbish. Do you know this email?
Sounds familiar.
Is it appropriate for you to address people like this? General Patlane this time, was he not a commissioner?
He was an acting commissioner.
Yes.
He was.
Now,
Pardon?
Mr.
Sorry,
Mr.
am I not allowed to answer
You
the
are
question?
allowed, but on my guidance.
Okay, so I mustn't answer
You
the
are,
question.
but on my guidance. I'm asking you questions.
No, but,
So you are not
Chairman,
going to prescribe to me how you should answer.
Chairman,
You are
I
allowed, but on my
I need-
guidance, I'm asking you questions.
I need to request.
Or both, switch off your microphones. Yeah.
Yes, the question is one.
Listen to me carefully, please. May you please have a cordial conversation.
Yeah, the conversation on my side is cordial. There's
You
nothing.
know, sometimes it appears rude on my part when I come in and say the time has expired.
No, the
So,
conversation is
May
cordial.
you please
Chair, on my
use your time fruitfully.
Mr. Paul
Thank
O'Sullivan,
you.
is it appropriate for you to write this kind of an email to an acting national commissioner?
Given the circumstances at the time, it was more than appropriate. This is in the week when I received a death threat, which we trace back to a police official connected to him, and Mandla Mashlangu received a death threat. He was subsequently murdered. Given the circumstances at the time, it was entirely appropriate, Chairman.
So it's appropriate to you to say to a man you'll go after his wife?
Given the fact that his wife was involved in the corruption with him and had been unlawfully appointed and elevated in rank in the police, and that she was involved. And in fact, Chairman, 3 months or 4 months after that email, he was arrested, she was arrested, and they both sat in the dock together.
It's appropriate for you to say to him, you will buy his house and sell it at a profit.
Why not?
So it's appropriate.
Why not?
It's appropriate for you to threaten a witness while he's testifying here in Parliament.
I didn't threaten any witness. I told the witness he was lying through his teeth and he belonged in prison.
Didn't you send a message to Mr. Ngabinde?
I've just said, Chairman.
Is that not a threat?
Sorry, I can't answer if you're going to keep interrupting
No,
me.
I'm asking you questions. You will answer because I'm asking. You will answer. You will answer. You will answer. I'm asking you questions and you will respond.
I'm trying to answer and you interrupting me.
I'm not interrupting you. I'm asking you questions.
So what is the question?
Asking is not an interruption. I'm saying to you, is it appropriate for you to send a witness a threatening message while he's testifying here in Parliament?
I didn't send any witness a threatening message. I told him it was an offence to lie, it was an offence to commit perjury, and he belonged in prison. And that is a fact. And
when you say you will send a person...
I have not finished answering the question, Chairman. I told him also that I would be opening a docket against him. I have opened that docket against him, and I think the rest of it, we shouldn't be debating in Parliament. We should leave it up to the criminal justice system.
Is it appropriate for you to send messages to a prosecutor who is prosecuting you?
He wasn't prosecuting me.
Well, was he not prosecuting your case?
The case had been struck off the roll.
No. I'm saying during the course of prosecution.
No, I didn't send any messages during the course of prosecution.
Even after, because when the matter
sorry,
is...
Chairman, I can't work.
No.
But I'm answering a question, and it's becoming
But I'm contextualizing my question to you.
To refrain from discussion.
I'm saying to you, Mr. Paul O'Sullivan, when a matter is struck off the roll, it can be reinstated. It doesn't mean that that matter cannot be reinstated. Is it appropriate for you to send messages to a prosecutor who is dealing with your case? Mr. Paul O'Sullivan.
Chairman, I'll answer a question if I'm allowed to answer a question.
You are allowed. You are now allowed. You can respond.
You see, I'm being interrupted again.
You are allowed to respond.
Given the circumstances of what was going on at the time, given the criminal conduct of the Northwest team or the Mabula team, whatever you want to call it, and given the circumstances of that prosecutor, what I did, I believe was appropriate. And if it's not appropriate, that was, by the way, 9 years ago. If it's not appropriate, why are we discussing it today?
No, it's because the case is going to be reinstated for as long as we are members of Parliament. It will never die a natural death. It was struck off the roll. You were not acquitted. So it will be re-enrolled. Now, if that prosecutor was still working for the NPA, he was going to handle the matter as he was doing before.
Is that a question?
No.
Can I answer?
Yeah, you can answer.
Are you making a statement or
yes,
asking
I'm making a statement, but you can respond if you like.
Okay, yes, I will respond. What you've indicated, in my opinion, amounts to prima facie evidence of the fact that certain members of this committee have taken a decision that a case that has no merits whatsoever will be reinstated. That means that those members of the committee that have demanded the reinstatement of that case have failed to read the memorandum by the new National Director of Prosecutions, where he makes it clear that there will be a re-examination of the case. He doesn't say he's going to reinstate the case. And I can assure this committee there is not a cat in hell's chance of that case being reinstated because the case is fake and it's made up by dirty cops and a dishonest prosecutor, and it's going nowhere.
No, it's the court that will make that determination. We are not a court of law.
Well, I'm glad the court will make that decision, because just a few moments ago you said you were making that decision.
Yeah, no, we'll make sure, we'll use our oversight powers to make sure that that matter is reinstated.
So that would amount to political interference in the criminal justice system.
No, it means you don't understand the principle of separation of powers and the constitutional mandate of Parliament. But we are not there. You are saying you received a call from somebody who told you that there is a judgment against Mr. Skosana. You know, we're tired of being told that I can't disclose my sources and so on, because it has been a song of the year now. That's what you told us when you appeared. You did not want to disclose many people. You were saying it's confidential and so on. So who called you? Who told you that there's a judgment against Mr. Skosana?
The call came through, Chairman, on a, I don't know how you say it, where you can't see the number. It was a black male. I don't know who the person was. I asked him for his details. He wouldn't give it to me. He told me, do yourself a favor. He gave me the case number, Middelburg High Court. I wrote it down. I got somebody to go to Middelburg High Court and have a look, and they confirmed there was a judgment there against a company. I have the details somewhere of the company, and the company was a close corporation, and the member was allegedly personally liable for the judgment. And
so you were told by a stranger?
It was in the court papers.
No, I'm saying the person who called you.
He only gave me the case number. Shall I give you the case number?
No, we know the case number.
Okay.
The person who told you, we want his particulars.
Well, I don't know how I can get those, but he wouldn't give me his details. We get anonymous calls all the time.
So he gave you a call?
Pardon?
He gave you a call?
Correct.
Yeah. And then he told you that there's a judgment against Mr. Skosana?
Correct.
Do you have his number, that person?
I just explained, Chairman. The call came through on a, where you can't see the number. So if you do #31# before you make a call, it conceals your number, you can't see it.
Mr. Paul O'Sullivan, generally, do you respect black people?
Absolutely.
But why are you threatening them like this?
Who am I threatening?
Those that I've mentioned to you.
Oh, phone Radovan Kretcher. He's a white person. Ask him if I threatened him. Phone George Michaelides, attorney, who stole 35 million rand from his trust account. Ask him if I threatened him. I threatened them with criminal justice. That's it.
No, I'm saying, why are you doing that? Because you did not only threaten them. There are a few of many that you have threatened.
I opened cases against them as well, criminal cases.
No, but you also threatened members of parliament.
Which members of parliament?
You threatened us.
How did I threaten you?
You sent an email to the evidence leader.
And what did the threat say? What did I say? I'm going to come and hit you.
You were telling us that we belong to a party of criminals, and you are going to.
That's not a threat.
You will send us. You will send us to jail.
I never said I'll send anybody to jail.
No, that's what you said.
No, I didn't.
That's what you said.
I did not.
You said you'll send us to jail.
I'm sorry, Chairman. He's wrong. I never said I'd send him to jail. I said nothing of the kind.
Oh, thank you, Chair. I don't want to eat on my colleagues' time.
Party. Next speaker from the MKP. Your 20 minutes start now.
I'll take less than that, Chair. Bob Sullivan, Sabwana.